everything comes this way. Sure. No, you don't. My name is Ken Simpson. I am post-production supervisor proper here at Media One, but I directed and edited this spot for Truebill. Truebill is a startup company that has developed an app that uses an algorithm that will go through your banking history and will find recurring payments that you make over and over again, and will also allow you to make changes to those payments. They were a new customer. We haven't worked with this client before. They wanted to get noticed. Getting some good stuff.
My name is Leen, Tangney, and I was the producer and director of photography of the Truebill shoot. Our initial sort of production schedule was to lead with a series of Truebill users speaking about how they used it, sort of giving their testimony. But on the day, we actually inverted it a little bit because we realized that we had really, really strong talent. So we also got this sort of brand spot, which entails someone being lost in a maze of just financial difficulty, of subscriptions, bills that they don't understand. And Truebill is sort of the answer to help them out of that maze. Through sort of careful framing of the camera and careful camera movement, we can make it look as if someone was transported from a coffee shop into a sort of ethereal visual metaphor.
So we shot both of those versions and a third version on the day just to cover all our bases. And essentially we shot 3 spots during the course of a day. We were only supposed to shoot 1.
If you turn around, we have our beautiful setup over here with all sorts of curtains hanging from the ceiling. And it's going to be fantastic. We're just finalizing our lighting setup. And figuring out how we're going to light these big blue panels in the background here so that they can be tracked as good as possible.
We rented a warehouse and we had these blue placards. We just took those as a kind of visual cue and replaced them all digitally. We had a very solid plan going into it, but it just wasn't working at the top of the day.
Leen, can you quickly explain to me what's happening?
Chaos. Anarchy.
Anarchy.
Fear.
We tried to course correct and be like, okay, look, we've got this, but let's hedge our bets and do this as well. We just threw up a green screen and just shot a lot of it in green screen. Luckily, I knew what was going to go behind there.
It was super ambitious. We luckily had an amazing crew who could just roll the punches and thankfully could do overtime. It was a long shoot day. We were there for 15 or 16 hours, which is never ideal, but it's just what we had to do to get through it.
The first shot turned out beautifully. All of our actors looked fantastic. And I ripped a huge hole in my shirt.
That's a big hole.
It is.
That means it's a productive day.
As one of our sort of early ventures into DR TV, for Media One, this was a great project to undertake. It's just a wonderful feather we can now add to our bow at Media One, as well as the amazing creative stuff we sort of traditionally do anyway.
Okay, we do one more as well. Yeah, try one more time. And because you step back a bit more and back into frame. Just gonna shake. So right is there is where you want to do your brief pause. And action.
I've been struggling with keeping up on how much I spend monthly.
I had no idea how much money I was spending on monthly subscriptions.
Truebill showed me how many I had and made it incredibly easy to cancel many of them.
It's easy to read, navigate, and operate. I finally feel like I'm getting my act together financially. Truebill is amazing.
Truebill, the smartest way to manage your finances.
It's great. Yeah, it's great.